Hey guys, it's CocoaTarot, and today we have a pick a card on the topic of what makes you the blueprint. Today we'll be looking into what makes you so influential and why you set the standard for others to follow. My readings are closed for now, but thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel. But we have 3 piles to choose from based on the images in the thumbnail. So this will be pile 1, this will be pile 2, and this will be pile 3. And I will see you guys in your piles. Hey, pile 1, we're going to get right into your reading and see what makes you the blueprint. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Let's get your cards out and then we will get into the message. So what makes pile number 1 the blueprint? Thank you so much. What makes them the blueprint? 1 card, please. You got number 30, smiles, joy, happiness. Shine, shine, shine. All right, clarify this for pile number 1. What makes them the blueprint? Thank you so much. What makes them the blueprint? You got the 9 of Pentacles in the first house, the Star in the second house, the 9 of Swords in the third house, the 5 of Wands in the fourth house, the 2 of Cups in the fifth house, the Queen of Pentacles in the sixth house, the 6 of Swords reversed in the 7th house, the 8 of Swords in the 8th house, the Ace of Swords in the 9th house, Death reversed in the 10th house, the World in the 11th house, and the 3 of Pentacles in the 12th house. Immediately, pile number 1, you have a lot of copycats, a lot of people that try to imitate what you do, whether that's at work, your style. I instantly heard that Nicki Minaj song, Did It on 'em, but the lyric where she's like, all you bees is my sons. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can say the word on here. But yeah, there are a lot of people that you are their mother. Now I'm hearing Mother by RuPaul. You are literally, you gave birth to these hoes, is what I'm hearing. Well, crap. That's crazy. Pile number 1, right off the bat, okay? People see the way you do it and they're like, I need to do it like that. Dang, I didn't even think of that. They sit there stewing late at night, replanning their entire outfit, their entire philosophy on life. Just because you posted something or you showed up somewhere, just because you clocked in. Everybody has to switch it up. They go back to the books. If somebody had something planned and ready to go, you pop out, they go back to the drawing books and have to replan what they just did. If you are a masculine, I think that you end up naturally becoming the leader in group dynamics at work. People just automatically start to follow your lead. And it's because you set the standard, you set the tone. You offer something for people to admire or emulate. With this number 30 card and the Star, you shine. And you don't give a dang who's looking, okay? You don't care who's looking. You're so confident, but not in a overt boastful, this person is way too confident kind of way, it works. Everything that you do feels effortless. There's a big emphasis too with the Five of Wands in the 4th house and the Two of Cups in the 5th house. You could be really playful, or you bring a playful, fun energy wherever you are. So it could be a long day or things could be rough, but you always know how to make people laugh or smile, even in a really dark moment, okay? You will make somebody crack up at a funeral, you know, and it might seem inappropriate, but that's just like your nature to lift up the room whenever you walk in. That's that star energy. People see you as a muse because you are so joyful and you're always smiling. There's something about your smile. Maybe you have some dimples. Okay, I love dimples. Maybe your eyes get a little squinted, you know, when you smile. They kind of close a little bit, and that's really cute. People really look forward to seeing you. There's something about your happiness or the way that you serve joy that is so freaking attractive, pile number one. If you are a feminine, you are probably the reason men love a smile on a woman, okay? If you are a masculine, you got some beautiful teeth. I don't care if they're not straight. They're beautiful. And when you smile, people notice. It's almost like you're living proof that joy, pure joy, is magnetic. With the Nine of Pentacles in the 1st house, the Nine of Pentacles is a really flashy card. That's the card where the person on the original Rider-Waite is, even here, you know, you look fabulous. You're seen as someone who is so comfortable in their own skin. And this is really a blueprint energy for you because you help other people feel more confident by your confidence being so easily shared or out in the open. You have the type of self-worth that literally radiates outwards, and people can tell that you believe in yourself, that you love yourself, that you have worked hard on believing in your value. And what makes you the blueprint isn't just your physical beauty, but it's how you radiate that beauty in general. It's super effortless. I keep getting that word effortless. You're someone who is always poised or walking with your posture straight. I'm telling you, you walk in the room and people are like, I got to step it up. Why am I slouching in my chair? You know? And the way you just, I'm hearing glide in, you come in, it's inspirational. And I think it's because you're so calm with your confidence. And you just simply being yourself actually brings a lot of comfort to people where they want to be more authentic or they want to emulate that effortless appeal. You don't walk in with the intention of being like, look at me, everybody look at me. But it's the fact that people still look at you without you having to do that. That is really intriguing. Because I think there's certain people around you who feel like they have to work so hard to get attention. But you don't even want attention, but you get all the attention, if that makes sense. I think you show people how it's healthy to give a little chase or to not show everything at once. To be calm in your demeanor and not to just, you know, flip the handle or be too boisterous or obnoxious. You're not an obnoxious person. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's just not your style. You could have even told people before, like, yo, chill, or keep it on the down low. There's something about you that's real. We're cool. We're chilling. We're with pile number one, you know? I just heard all right, all right, all right. Like something like that. You could also have a natural fame-like quality to you with the star card. Because there is a feeling of you being a bit untouchable. Even here, they're seeing her through the spaceship. So some of you guys could be content creators, like people could see you on the screen. It doesn't have to be, but there is this energetic feeling of there being a glass between you and other people where they can only look but not really touch. even though you're the blueprint for how cool, calm, and collected you are, I think you do have, normal anxieties or doubts. You're human, okay? And I do think that because people get so excited to see you and expect this lush, glamorous energy, it could feel like a lot of expectation on you sometimes. Like you have to always show up glamorous or in this certain type of happy energy. It could be hard for you to show people when you're upset because they always expect that positive side of you. Even with the death card in reverse in the 10th house, I feel like you have to switch it up sometimes because you could get frustrated with how people constantly imitate you, almost to the point where you could feel like they're siphoning your energy or draining some of your life force, because the mimicry is kind of like spell work, and it can be unintentional. Or it could be intentional, you never know. But I think you can feel the way people go crazy over the little bits of energy that you give them and use that and run with it. And some of you guys would be like, calm down. I keep hearing that, like, chill, calm down, like, relax. You could be like, why is everyone scrambling to imitate what I do naturally? Some of you guys could have even been roped into some kind of competitions without even wanting to be a part of it, just because people try to rope you into their own comparison game or these projections that they really have about themselves. They see you show up, and for some reason it's like, oh yeah, well, watch how I can do it, or what, I don't know. It's a competition with themselves. You're not even in it. You're slowly bowing out like, okay, this has nothing to do with me. This is all a projection. People definitely try to challenge you, pile number one, and I think it ends up blowing up in their face because you don't have anything to prove. Your influence is so powerful that people just create their own rivalry. And that's that blueprint energy. You literally show people that they're in a fight with themselves. And what's cool is it seems like your energy remains undisturbed from these people trying to get you into this energy. You're above the noise. And that's because you lead the pack. You don't fight when they are scrambling back in the woods. Some people could even get a little bit frustrated because you're so lovely and amazing that no matter how hard they try to hate on you, they end up feeling a genuine connection to you. They end up relating to you. You have this ability to form really solid relationships, but also like symbiotic relationships. I feel like people feel connected to you who are just acquaintances or have only talked to you a few times. I think that's the part that people who try to rival you don't understand, is it's more than just physical attraction when it comes to you. And I said that earlier. It's about this like soul level connection that people feel. They can't just look like you and get the same result because your soul is what's the blueprint, pile number one, your essence. Of all the queens in the deck too, the Queen of Pentacles is super chill. I know she's the humble queen, but she's more just in her own lane. She's not trying to, whether you're masculine or feminine, compete with anyone but herself. So you could be like that too, where you're just always trying to level up on a past version of yourself instead of the people around you or the atmosphere around you. That's not to say that you won't get a little competitive in a healthy way, in a sport or at work if you're trying to do numbers, you know what I mean? But everything you do comes with the intention of bettering yourself as opposed to trying to one-up the person next to you. You have a really beautiful spirit. The Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles are kind of like one and the same. And to me, the Queen of Pentacles is really like a young empress. And I know the empress embodies all the queens, but the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles really make me think of the empress before that full throne. And that's what also makes you the blueprint, is how you can be so grounded and stable, but still have this sensual, attractive energy that people gravitate toward. You know, a queen doesn't have to bust it wide open to get people to come. She just walks in and sits down. You know what I mean? Nothing against, you know, busting it wide open, but you know what I'm trying to say. And again, it's again with, why did I just get an example of someone like twerking for attention, but you don't even have to twerk and you get all the attention? That's real specific, okay? Who is twerking in here? But it's like, you don't even have to, not saying that you are against it, but do you know what I mean? It's just real chill. You're real chill, pile number one. You're like, yeah, I ain't got to do all that. You do have the Eight of Swords in the 8th house, and I'm telling you, I feel as if that's because you don't even realize how expensive your energy is. You see yourself as just regular. I'm not saying that you talk down on yourself, but you just see yourself as a normal person. But people see you as super elevated, way more valuable than you see yourself. And I think it's because of that external pressure you feel to keep up with what people expect of you. But here's the key, pile number one. Because you are the blueprint, no matter what you do, you're going to set the tone. You're going to be the inspiration. So you don't have to worry about the expectations of others, because they're going to eat up whatever you do. It doesn't really matter. Because that's how much style you have in everything that you do. Even with the Ace of Swords in the 9th house, you are the full package. You know, you're beautiful. You also are smart. You also have a good head on your shoulders. You're good with your finances. There's something about you being the total package, because beauty and brains doesn't happen overnight. You know, it could have taken some trial and error, but you have found an energy that works for you. And people are also trying to find that energy within themselves. And if they don't know how to do that, they're just going to look at how you do it. And there are a lot of cards here, though, that do suggest people aren't seeing the full extent of the work you do on yourself. I just realized this Queen of Pentacles is blue, and we're doing blueprints. Overall, pile number one, your blueprint energy stems from your ability to embody the full spectrum of beauty. There's something about you where you feel complete and whole, not fragmented. Even the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords coming up feels very human. It feels very like, of course, you know, sometimes we're restless. Sometimes we have things that are going on in our head. You just seem to be so with it, even on the days where you feel like you're not. Your influence really transforms people around you. And even though you get annoyed at the copying, you're helping people discover themselves. Because we all need someone to look up to, or a muse to help us embody the pathway to ourselves. It's funny because once you realize that you are your own muse, you became the muse for everybody else. But that is your reading, pile number one. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile two. We're going to get right into your reading and see what makes you the blueprint. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. I drank a Red Bull and listened to a lot of techno before this reading, so apologies if I'm not super zen. I feel really amped right now, okay? But let's get your cards out and see what we're working with. Okay, pile number two. What makes them the blueprint? Thank you so much. Okay. You got number 11. Wisdom, temperance, calm. Finally, the gentle pleasures of life and some quiet time just for you. Right? Let's get some tarot. So what makes pile number two the blueprint? Thank you so much. Pile number two. You got the Ace of Swords in the first house, the Hanged Man reversed in the second house, the Queen of Pentacles reversed in the third house, Death in the fourth house, the Nine of Pentacles reversed in the fifth house, the Page of Wands in the sixth house, the Wheel of Fortune in the seventh house, the Moon in the eighth house, the Five of Pentacles in the ninth house, the Seven of Cups in the 10th house, the Queen of Swords reversed in the 11th house. Wow. Too many. And the Devil in the 12th house. You definitely are a firecracker, pile number 2. If you went to pile number 1, you probably did not resonate with that at all because you feel the opposite. You feel, I'm hearing that Katy Perry song, Firework, the one about the plastic bag in the wind. Okay, maybe that's how you feel, but you're the blueprint because there is a polarity to you that is so intriguing. It sounds crazy, but people can actually energetically sense this devil in the 12th house in you. There's a feeling of danger, curiosity. You could be someone who likes to blend opposites. Maybe your personality has many different faces that are completely different from each other. It's like you make the storm look mesmerizing. You make chaos look beautiful, basically. There's Kali energy coming in. You could seem very peaceful or innocent on the outside, but there is a power or a lion or something inside of you that is ferocious. It's the example of the quiet kid, and everyone's like, no, don't piss off the quiet kid because things are going to go down. There is big cat energy to you as my cat is here. I do feel that feeling of being so cute and cuddly, but I will bite you. I will scratch you and it will hurt. You aren't as innocent as you look, pile number 2. And people really try to copy this because it's so hard to truly embody that paradox energy without looking like a clown or looking silly. But you do it in a way that nobody else can do it. You are the one who balances all of it. And other people can really feel it. They're almost afraid of it. I am hearing the most dangerous warrior is the one who's really calm in battle. And that's you. I'm hearing that song Insane in the Membrane by Cypress Hill, that part where he says, who do you think you're messing with? Don't you know I'm loco? That's you. Okay, I wouldn't mess with you, pile number 2. And there's something so attractive about that danger element. I keep going back to the devil in the 12th house. I'm going to have to move you, kitty, because I can't remember the rest of the spread. But people are attracted to the devil in you. And I'm not saying you're a devil. I'm just saying your shadow energy is sexy. You have an edge to you that other people can't help but admire and want to emulate. I just heard, don't try this at home. With the Ace of Swords in the first house, you could be super sharp with your tongue, lots of witty comebacks, or God forbid somebody tries to make fun of you because you will make fun of them and everybody's going to be laughing and your joke's going to be better than theirs. There's an intellectual aura that you have, and it is tied into that beast energy within you. If you rap, I would not want to rap battle against you because you will embarrass me. I will go home and cry about it. You set trends by being this ultimate source of bloodthirsty truth. The type of truth that not everybody can handle. You will hurt feelings. You might even be the friend where Certain people aren't coming to you for advice because you're going to give them the real deal. You're not going to sugarcoat it. You could have even had friends that have hidden things they've done from you for a little bit because they were afraid that you were going to hand it to them real. Your ability to speak your mind is intoxicating to other people. I had to lure Kitty away really nicely so he didn't fight me. Can you guys fight pile number 2? Because I feel like you can whoop some butt. Okay? I keep getting that phrase, don't piss off the quiet kid, okay? He's in his notebook. He's writing raps. Okay? He's gonna call you out. Masculine or feminine. Even with the hangman in reverse in the second house, you do have an unconventional quality about you where you will go against the grain. If everybody is agreeing hard on something, you don't mind going the opposite way or voting for something else. You could be in a place in your life where the things that you once held dear don't really matter to you that much anymore. And you're not bound by conventional ways of success. So you could even do a career that is baffling to some people, but it makes you the blueprint because you take the step and then other people start to wonder if they should go for that business or if they should start a channel or do content. You know, you kind of push people to pursue their dreams because you're willing to pursue yours. There's a big emphasis on the fact that you have found your own way in life that works for you, a formula, a code, and that defiance is exactly what other people want to embody. They want to be able to say F it and do what they want and not, you know what I mean? Not have to worry about the consequences. You make destruction beautiful. Even with the Queen of Pentacles in the third house in reverse is so funny because you do have caregiver energy, but not in the way that people think. You're more of a tough love kind of person. And those are the best people because they're going to give it to you straight. If someone comes to you and they're like, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on in my life. I try so hard. You're going to be like, are you trying? Because it feels like you're not trying hard enough. Are you doing this? You're really you're going to be there for them, but you're also going to instigate the change they need to move forward. And even though you can be a little harsh, you're really sweet. If someone's sick, yeah, you might threaten them and be like, I'm going to kick your butt if you don't go to the hospital right now. But you're doing it because you love them. You're someone who has gone through a lot of changes in your life. Specifically in your home, you could have had to redefine what family is to you, home. Some of you guys really didn't have the greatest upbringing, and this makes you the blueprint because you really inspire people who have felt stuck in their home life or like things couldn't change for them. You show that there's always a potential to change in some kind of way, even if it's just your environment, and people really look up to you. They respect you. They respect your badassery, basically. You could have even been your own caretaker for a long time. You were the person that had to take care of you at an age where someone else was supposed to be taking care of you. And maybe this is where that tough love comes in, because the tough love you give to other people is the same tough love you give to yourself. Because you know it's what you needed when you were at a certain time in your life. You come across as so self-sufficient and independent. You show people that you can do things alone, even if it's hard. You inspire a lot of people to take a leap of faith in some kind of way and change something about themselves. The Hanged Man and the Death, too, you embody that essence of rebirth, which attracts a lot of people. I'm feeling that cat energy again. There is something really sensual and feline-esque about you. Masculine or feminine, you know how to put people in the mood. You know how to excite people. You could be into burlesque or Maybe that's just your energy, a little jazzy, dark, smoky, I don't know. When people think of pleasure, they think of you. And because you have that unconventional nature, even your sensuality is unconventional. So you're not seducing people in a typical, normal way. It's just the essence that you have. Maybe you have a lot of placements in your chart that are super seductive on its own. You don't really have to do much, is what I'm saying. The way you live is seductive. The way that you carry yourself is seductive. How you move, the simplest thing. You could have even had lovers in the past where you're like, I didn't even do anything, and they are just super turned on by you. With the Wheel of Fortune in the 7th house, a lot of people feel as if they met you for a reason. And because you're seen as someone who can shift their life path, people could see you as the blueprint for their life as well. Especially with dating, there are a lot of people who feel like you're the one that they want. Some people even feel like you could change their whole life in some kind of way. You have the kind of energy that people want to dive into and get lost in and figure out and embody the mystery of. There's just so much about you that intrigues people. I'm hearing psychologically complex, so you could just be so different from what other people are used to. I just heard you could have an interesting combination of brain chemistry. I don't even know what that means. Okay, you're cool, I guess. You also are the blueprint because people can relate to the things that you've been through. You embody some kind of universal experience or universal energy that a lot of people have been through or understand. Even with the Ace of Swords here, you could be like a wordsmith, or the way that you say things really hits people, even if it's simple. You're like the missing piece. People find you and they're like, where have you been my whole life? Because you have this revolutionary energy to you where you will change the people around you just by explaining what you've been through or embodying a phoenix energy of some kind. You're the type of person who has seen the depths and darkness of life, but you still rise above it. And that is really hot to most people. They want to be able to embody that themselves. I feel as if the people you date start to copy you. And this is normal. I forget the exact study, but it's normal to emulate the people that you're in a relationship with. But I feel like you get in a couple with someone or start hanging out and they really do start to look like you or wear the same colors in a very cute way. People want to be your twin. You're a trailblazer, basically, pile number 2. A lot of your influence lies in how you tap into the primal energy of others, the raw potential, or even just the raw aspects of human nature in general. You embrace what other people are afraid to go toward. And once they see you do it, then they don't feel as scared anymore. With the Queen of Swords in reverse here, you could even be the type of person, like in your friend group, where you see through the illusion first, or you say something that is the truth and everyone's like, nah, no way. And then it ends up happening. Because with that Devil in the 12th house, it's a gift. You can see when something is a lie. Some of you could have some heavy Capricorn placements, but you're not afraid of your shadow. You're super smart, pile 2. You definitely act on your raw instinct, or there's something here about your instinct that is really strong. And what's funny is you can read other people to filth, but they can't read you. That's why people cannot come for you, pile number 2, because you already have psychologically broken them down in your head. You know their insecurities, you know their weaknesses, and this is not from them telling you, this is from you just studying them. Okay? And it's just crazy. You know how to psychoanalyze the heck out of somebody. And this could be a gift, but also something that you've learned that you don't need to use all the time. But when you do use it, it's because somebody awoke in the beast. There could have even been some people who tried to read you, humiliate you, make you look stupid. But they didn't know who they were playing with. Because I feel like your spirit guides have a dark side. And they know that they can only go through that route if karma allows. So once people come and cross that boundary with you, I feel like your spirit guides are like, oh, yes, we're ready. We're ready. You know? I'm hearing that Wu-Tang song. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me? I don't think so, pile number 2. I think I'd rather be your friend than your enemy. But that is your reading, pile number 2, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. We're going to get right into your reading and see what makes you the blueprint. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Let's get your cards out and see what we're working with. So pile number 3. What makes them the blueprint? Thank you so much. One card for pile number 3. What makes pile number 3? Betrayal, secrets, disappointment. Number 3. Secrets don't exist in love, for sooner or later they will be revealed. All right, let's get the tarot out. Tell me more about this. What makes pile number 3 the blueprint? Thank you so much. You got the Strength in the first house. The Knight of Pentacles reversed in the second house. The Ace of Wands in the third house. The Ten of Wands in the fourth house. The Two of Wands in the fifth house. The Moon in the sixth house. The Hierophant in the seventh house. Geez, the Sun in the eighth house. The Star in the ninth house. Oh my goodness. The Magician in the 10th house. That is 6 major arcana. Half of your astral wheel spread is major arcana. One more. The 10 of Swords reversed in the 11th house. 2 more, sorry. And the 4 of Swords in the 12th house. You also have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. This is crazy energy, pile number 3. Half your spread being major arcana is more than just influential. It is freaking powerful. You also got the Sun, the Star, and the Moon. And the Hierophant and the Magician, which I know the Hierophant is the counterpart for the High Priestess, but I always like to think the High Priestess is in a love triangle with the Hierophant and the Magician. Because there's something about the Magician and the High Priestess that gives secret relationship. And I don't know why that's coming up right now, but that's something I've always said or thought, but never said out loud. So you could be a blueprint for something to do with matters of the heart or love. Pile number 3. When the first card came out about the secrets and betrayal, it was interesting how the shadow element came out first. There's a feeling in this spread that you operate in the liminal spaces between illusion and reality. You challenge a lot of the dogmas or echo chambers that people live in, the things that they preach. You could be the type of person who easily exposes the cracks in certain dynamics. And you're able to admit truths that other people have a hard time speaking out loud. Your blueprint energy comes from how you disrupt energies, how you sort of reflect their shadow right back at them. You challenge a lot of people's comfort zones, and it makes them question their own beliefs or if they have been living off assumptions. This moon energy in the sixth house, which is routines, is interesting because you regularly pull people in. You have your own gravitational pull toward you. People are really drawn to the fact that you don't care about taking the conventional path or are very proud of your unusual way of doing things, of living. Because people can't really predict your nature, it makes you full of allure. You break expectations in a way that leaves a lasting impression on the people around you. You're the blueprint because you influence others to switch things up or to challenge their own perceptions. The most healed, evolved person could be around you. And even they would realize they have some growing to do in a certain aspect. You could be really good at playing the devil's advocate. There could be placements in your chart that suggest you're really good at debating topics, even if you don't necessarily believe in them. With the Ace of Wands in the third house, you inspire a lot of people with your words, your ideas. There's a feeling that you are fully alive. And this makes you a muse in the truest sense. Because the ideas that you convey, the opinions that you have, ignite other people to have ideas and opinions. Even the people that disagree with you. You're the type of person where you lead people to their inner truth. And even if they disagree, that's still leading them to their inner truth. Do you understand what I mean? So it still serves its purpose. Whether people align with your views or not, they're still following their inner truth because of you. You guys could have friends or people in your life you care about, and when they go through a hard time, they could come to you and they're in a slump. And when they leave your house or they leave from being around you, they feel inspired and back on track and back on their path. You really help reignite people to where they're supposed to be, because we can often forget. We can often, go on a side quest and forget the journey we were on in the first place. And you kind of help people get back on their journey and not get lost in all the side quests. With the 10 of Wands in the fourth house, your home sector could have been really draining for you. It seems like there's a lot of emotional labor that you've carried. Maybe there was even a time where you sacrificed your own comfort or emotions to make other people feel comfortable, to help them with their emotions. I keep getting friend energy, but you're the friend who is always there when the group needs you, when they need advice, when they need someone to turn to. But when you need someone, you don't really let them see how much weight that you're carrying or the burdens that you're going through. And with the Two of Pentacles coming out right after that, you've probably learned balance in that area, when to give to people and also when to learn to receive from others. And there's something about that that relates to your blueprint energy, because people admire how much you sacrifice for others. And I'm not saying that you should make yourself a martyr, but even if they don't say it, they're in awe with how much you take on in your life. You could be really playful, adaptable, the type of person where when life throws a curveball, you try to make a joke out of it, an adventure out of it. That dynamic energy really amuses people. There's something about how you balance your playfulness with your sensuality, with your groundedness, how everything just kind of balances out. But it's also unconventional. It's kind of hard to explain. You're a bit of a conundrum. You probably have a lot of sides to you, and some of those sides are hidden. Some of them are on display. Some of them you use to inspire. You can have secret skill sets that nobody knows about. It feels as if you effortlessly move between worlds because there's like, you got two planets here, you got the stars. It seems like you are always balancing the different worlds that you embody within you. Your blueprint energy also comes from how you can spot the hidden truths that other people miss, even in everyday life. This is really random, but people could lose stuff and you find it instantly. Stuff they've been looking for weeks, months, and you're like, you mean this? And you just see it. You can see through things. And this is obviously physical, but especially spiritually. You understand the subtleties of life. And I feel like you got some secrets, pile number 3. You have secrets. Little truths that the universe have given you that you might just be keeping to yourself for now. I think you share stuff with people, but that isn't even scratching the surface of all the things you really know. A lot of people try to copy how mysterious you are. You don't try to be mysterious, but you come across that way. Some of you that picked this pile could be teachers with the Hierophant in the 7th house. A lot of your partnerships are big on you teaching people a lesson. You give Mr. Feeney vibes from Boy Meets World. You don't have to be older, okay? You could be young. But that's how you are. People come to you and there's always a riddle and a lesson and and then you're always spot on about it. You could be the type of person that's never wrong. You're just channeling it a little bit early. And obviously I'm exaggerating. Everybody's wrong, but you know what I mean. I'm talking about on an intuition level. Your intuition is probably mostly correct. Most of the time, it's just a little early. You help people look for the deeper meaning in life and in their relationships as well. I imagine you to be Cupid if Cupid was more aligned with a trickster energy. You could even provide big revelations on love that are quite disruptive to people, but ends up being the best for them. People feel like you carry the blueprint of how relationships really should be. And there's a mysterious twist about that. Maybe you challenge the status quo of relationships in general, or teaching people that traditional structures in relationships aren't always the way to go. A lot of you that picked this pile could even be the type to show other people what their blueprint is. Especially with the sun in the 8th house, you highlight people's hidden passions, their hidden kinks. You know how to illuminate the darkest parts of someone's psyche and make it look easy. This sounds crazy, but people trust that you understand them better than they do. People put a lot of trust into you, and this is probably why you feel those emotional burdens, because people use you as a messenger. I'm seeing a medium, how they can be contacted by tons of spirits because they're seen as like a telephone between the worlds. And it's like that with you, but metaphorically, where you're able to translate ideas and downloads in a way that people can actually digest and implement in their own life. Super inspirational with the Star card. You inspire people on a more grand philosophical level. And a lot of people see you as a guiding light. This is bigger than a blueprint, pile number 3. You're someone who embodies higher vision. You get codes and translations that a majority of the human race does not get, or if they do, they don't know how to translate that information or what to do with it. Even with the magician in the 10th house, that is powerful influence. Influence that is like Excalibur's sword. In the wrong hands, it could consume you, that energy. But for you, it doesn't consume you because you're able to transmute more energy than others, even if it is difficult for you and on your body, even on your psyche at times. And what's crazy too is you literally have the ability to manifest whatever you want in your career or your public life. You know how to manipulate energy, how to manipulate resources. And I'm not using manipulate in a negative connotation. I just mean being able to bend energy at your will and to your will. You know how to make things happen. And the way that you harness those elements around you creates massive success and influence. Have you guys ever seen that movie Limitless? It's one of my favorite movies. It has inspired me almost too much, okay? And that's you guys' energy. You have this limitlessness to you, which makes you a divine architect of some sort. With the Four of Swords in the 12th house, a lot of people try to mimic your inner calm as well. I feel as if you're the type of person who lives off introspection. And what's funny is a lot of the people that love you, they do not understand you. They don't understand you, pile number 3, but they are mesmerized nonetheless. They're like, pile number 3, they're not from here. I don't get it sometimes, but I'm highly attracted to it. And something about your energy makes people really want to change. But not change into something different. Change to be more aligned with their soul. Overall, pile number 3, you show people what they didn't even know they needed to see. Your blueprint energy is all about intensely guiding other people to the secrets of the universe, which is crazy. Especially coming from me. Because, this isn't really a channel where I'm like, this is the secret of, getting your dream. But that's you. You got the secrets. I'm seeing you, those hacker screens, the Matrix with all the green stuff? I'm seeing you like translating the alien language of love and light so we can all actually understand what the heck it all means. A lot of people look to you for advice and guidance in their life. I mean, look how many people you have helped out of disaster or out of making the wrong decision or helping them through some kind of change. With the sun, the moon, and the star coming out, it feels as if this is your formula. Pile number 3, I'm giving you the formula. Screw it, I am that tarot reader. Let's go. First you disrupt, then you awaken, then you elevate. This is the cycle that people have with you. At first they're like, what the heck just happened? Then they're like, ah. And then they implement that energy and it ends up actually changing their life. You give people the invitation to question everything. But that is your reading, pile number 3, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.